Before the break, we met Mitch Clark, who was the first mixed martial artist from Saskatchewan to make the UFC. Now it's time to see how he fared in his toughest test to date.
Saskatchewan native Mitch Clark.
Clark started off the fight strong, pushing the pace and shrugging off two early takedown attempts from his opponent John Cholish. He was dictating the stand-up and wasn't too concerned with his opponent's hands.
His jab didn't really have much on it. More than anything, it was a pitter-pat jab. When I hit him with a jab, it looked like I could feel it. I throw a different jab. Mine was hurt.
Clark managed to gain Cholish's back while standing and used it to drag him down and rough him up a bit. But after an explosive scramble that went to the mat, Clark's opponent managed to end up on top. He was able to stifle any significant offense, though, and Cholish eventually let him get up.
And right then, I just got hit, just huge adrenaline dump. And I stood up, and I wanted to keep, I like to keep a high pace, and I just couldn't. My hands felt heavy, my feet felt flat, I couldn't set my stance. I tried to keep it going. I landed a couple of decent strikes, so did he, though.
The second round was primarily a stand-up battle, but Clark was noticeably tired, and although he pressed the action, the fresher Cholish was evading many of his strikes and beating him to the punch. Halfway through, Cholish shot for a takedown and managed to get Clark down, but only briefly. As Clark tried to escape, Cholish went for a Kimura arm lock sweep, which Clark managed to defend, but a mad scramble ensued.
He went for an arm bar. I got out of there, and then he took my back. And when he had my back, I was trying to get up, but the body said no.
Cholish didn't seek a submission after that, but retained back control and pounded away with unfettered shots until referee Big John McCarthy intervened. Clark wasn't getting too badly damaged, but doesn't argue the stoppage.
John was doing his job of keeping on me. I was trying to get up, and I thought there was a couple times where, I kind of broke up the action by starting to get to my knees. But at the same time, I wasn't intelligently defending myself enough, I guess. So it's fair.
Clark was quick to congratulate his opponent after the bout and has nothing but praise for Cholish's performance and character.
He did what he was supposed to do, and he's very cerebral in the way he fought. He fought well, and I got to give him a lot of credit. And he's quite gracious. I got my hats off to him.
Declaring the winner by TKO JAN.
Clark makes no excuses for his performance and recognizes that the scope of the event and all it entailed finally caught up with him.
You hear about these octagon jitters of, first-time appearance in the UFC, and, you don't think it's going to happen to you. And I was in great shape for this fight. I have no one to blame but myself. And I don't know, it kind of all hit me all at once. It's a big part of it is, you work so hard for so long to make it here, and then when it happens, it hits you all at once, and it's a lot to take in.
Because it was a technical knockout, Clark was issued an automatic 60-day suspension, which, given the minimal injury he sustained, could be appealed, but he doesn't plan to.
I'd rather take that time to improve myself as a fighter and overall as a person. I do a lot of coaching, and eventually using this as part of my coaching platform, I think it gives me an even better outlook in that sense. I also look forward to fighting again. I think I can put on better performances.
And that next fight likely won't be too far down the road. The UFC brass liked what they saw and indicated that Clark will get another chance inside the octagon.
I just didn't have the cardio, or things didn't go well, and they said that they'll have me back, so I just I hope they do.
In Toronto, Jacob Zare for Around the Region.
And that's all the time we have for tonight's episode of Around the Region. If you have an interesting story idea, a question, or a comment about anything you've seen on the show, you can send an email to aroundtheregion@newcap.ca or log on to newcaptv.com. I'm Kayla Buchanan. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.